How can it be so painful if nobody dies? Cheat, rejection, omission, desertion. It's like all the things you love break in one moment, leaving you walking on a broken glass, barefoot, with few drops of libido left. The one you loved lied to you in your face. Is there something more painful? For me, not. Tell me everything, tell me how long, tell me everything, tell me how long. You keep on asking the same questions, showered in pain that feels like a poison dream, not knowing how to make it vivid. Being confused whether details that you are asking for will help you or destroy you even more. Betrayal has always hurt, and the romantic disaster we live in makes it hurt even more. Obsessive rumination, hypervigilance, emotional numbness, unexplainable anger, and explosiveness. That's the after party betrayal serves. Betrayal hurts so much that in most cases couples need external help to go through. Otherwise it feels like death. Feelings and emotions don't fix themselves. They need knowledge to heal. The inner peace, self-love, and that's not a selfie in the mirror, the emotional self-need fulfillment. Physical and psychological care, managed not from a place of egoistic individualism, but from a place of self-respect and recognition, brings more you could ever ask for. Is there something more painful than a pain that comes from mixed feelings? That's what betrayal serves. You stand there feeling love, curiosity, sympathy, but also anger, judgment, disappointment, or disgust. That's one of the main reasons why betrayal feels like being in the middle of a Pacific Ocean, far away from land, with no life jacket on. It's the moment when hope can die, and humans die once hope dies. Isn't it what we all want to feel? To be wanted? Man wants to be desired any less than woman. It is the approach that makes a difference. Someone has to open a space to be desirable. Men want to be desired without losing their masculinity. Woman wants to be desired without losing their femininity. So if men fear, they most likely fear of losing their gender and everything they have been conditioned to believe about masculinity, especially the emotional toughness. When there is emotional toughness, there is not much space for vulnerability. True emotional toughness, it's built by vulnerability, not by its absence. That's why, ladies, being wanted is in your hands. Accept that and do not fight against evolution. Just guide them with silence. Show them how it's done. Follow your instincts. Be the one to open a space if that's necessary. Don't just sit there like Principessa. You have a powerful sense of knowing that comes from subconscious processing of past experiences and cues. And even if this is a man's word, it would be nothing without the feminine energy. Vulnerability requires a deep sense of trust. And pleasure without trust, it's just a sensation. Let's imagine vulnerability as a place in man's psyche where subconscious mind can step aside so conscious can rise. Because, ladies and gentlemen, vulnerability rewires male orgasm from something he does to something he allows. And when he allows, he feels, and when he feels, he bonds. Not in a forced way, but in a way that his nerve system can't forget. There is a moment when his eyes start searching yours. His breath goes heavy. So instead of speeding up, slow down. Allow him to touch where he wants. Start feeling yourself deeper. And wait till his body is begging for more. That more shows up in the tension of his muscles and his mind, and then pull back. Allow him to have a space to feel the hunger before you feed it. You are teasing a part of him that's terrified to lose control. And you are not doing this from the place of manipulation, but from a place of showing him that it's safe to surrender and let go. That place is connected directly to prostate, male's G-spot. It is a place of the body where the root chakra anchors survival, and just above the sacral center, where pleasure, intimacy, and creativity lives. It is literally a line between control and surrender. Betrayal won't give you sex you look for, but rather steal everything you ever loved. What you will get instead, it's loss of trust and desire, anxiety, emotional and physical disconnection, and trauma response yes or no regarding sex. Is it really worth destroying everything we have built for a short act of closeness against someone we love? Is it really worth it? Really? My body versus her body. My body versus his body. His hands on my waist. Those lips kissing mine while he's inside confidently whispering in my ear, "You are so hot." That smell of sweating body and that dense air in the room. It feels like your body opens up each cell tearing you apart internally. And the only way to express that is to groan. How does it sound to you? Like a relationship or betrayal sex? The truth is that it can be both. So why for many intimacy comes as a constipation? How to awaken it? Again, vulnerability. Talk, talk, and talk. About everything that's ever hurt you, destroyed you, or made you feel small. Talk about your childhood trauma and everything that's ever made you feel like you don't belong or fit in, by dressing your story in the most vulnerable words ever existed. Be vulnerable and pure, and open the door to heaven for someone to be vulnerable and pure. Describe everything in details, with no shame but courage, with no blame but understanding, with more love than hate, and most importantly, an unnecessary state of victim mentality. And now a message to someone who listens to vulnerable stories. You have to be a jerk to use someone's vulnerable spots against them. Don't invite someone to a vulnerable space if you don't know how to pay vulnerability back. Vulnerability takes courage. Taking advantage takes cowardice.